The world's most advanced fighter jet nearly taken down by a missile fired from a desert battlefield. Not by Russia, not by China, but by the Houthis. And now Iran says they've done it. But can Iran really track, let alone shoot down, a stealth F-35? Let's unpack the truth behind the jet that costs over $80 million and how close it came to disaster. The F-35 Lightning II is the pride of American air power. Built for stealth, dominance and global reach, it's supposed to be untouchable by today's air defenses. But after Iran claimed it shot one down and after a shocking near hit by a Houthi-fired missile in Yemen, military experts are asking, has the age of stealth supremacy ended? This matters because the F-35 isn't just an American icon. It's the frontline fighter of over a dozen US allies, including Israel, who reportedly used them against Iran in a recent shadow war. To understand what's at stake, let's start with the jet itself. The F-35 Lightning II built by Lockheed Martin. This isn't just a plane. It's a flying supercomputer. With a price tag of over $80 million per unit, the F-35 was designed to do what no other aircraft can. Its most famous feature is stealth. The aircraft is shaped and coated with radar-absorbing materials that make it nearly invisible to traditional radar systems. Its edges are angled to deflect signals, and it carries its weapons internally to avoid detection. But it's not just about being invisible. The F-35 is a data hub. It uses an AESA radar for long-range tracking, an electro-optical targeting system, and a distributed aperture system that gives the pilot full 360 degrees vision, including through the aircraft's own body. The pilot wears a helmet worth almost $500,000, allowing them to see data projected directly onto the visor. Want to look through the floor of the jet? You can. It can carry a mix of air-to-air missiles, guided bombs, and even nuclear weapons depending on mission loadout. And it's built for 3 different environments: land-based Air Force use, carrier-based, Navy use, and short takeoff for the Marines. So, with all this advanced tech, how is it possible that a low-tech missile even came close? Earlier this year, a conflict erupted between Iran and Israel. It lasted just 12 days, but during that time, Iran claimed something extraordinary, that they had shot down an Israeli F-35. The claim spread quickly through Iranian media. Officials even released radar images they said proved it, but they didn't release any wreckage, no photos of debris, no proof that would hold up internationally. Israel quickly denied the report. So did independent analysts. And according to US and Israeli military sources, the opening stages of that conflict included airstrikes targeting Iran's radar infrastructure, especially long-range systems. Experts like Justin Bronk from the Royal United Services Institute said it clearly. Iran doesn't currently have the radar capability to reliably detect or track a stealth aircraft like the F-35, especially after losing key systems early in the war. In short, it's almost certainly propaganda. But the truth is, the F-35 has been in real danger lately, just not in Iran. Let's rewind to something that did happen and nearly became a disaster. During Operation Rider Rough, the United States launched coordinated airstrikes against Houthi rebels in Yemen. These rebels had been attacking commercial ships in the Red Sea, threatening global shipping lanes. The operation included multiple US aircraft, including the F-35. According to leaked reports and confirmed Pentagon sources, one of those F-35s came within seconds of being hit by a surface-to-air missile launched by Houthi forces. The pilot had to perform extreme evasive maneuvers. The missile reportedly passed close enough to trigger alarms. And had it struck, we might be talking about the first ever combat loss of an American F-35. So, how did it get so close? The Houthis don't have high-end radar, but what? They do have our modified Soviet-era missile systems and, more importantly, infrared guidance. These heat-seeking systems don't need radar. They just lock onto the heat signature of the jet. This incident shows that even the world's most advanced aircraft can be vulnerable, especially when fighting unconventional enemies using clever tactics. Operation Rider Rough was a real-world test of US air power against irregular threats. It involved a combination of aircraft, each with a specific role. F-35 Lightning IIs used to suppress enemy air defenses and identify targets with precision. B-1B Lancers, long-range heavy bombers used for large-scale strikes. F-15E Strike Eagles, ground attack support. MQ-9, Reapers, used for ISR, intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance, and targeted drone strikes. The operation successfully degraded Houthi missile sites and radar installations, but the near loss of an F-35 raised alarm bells behind closed doors. It wasn't the first time a stealth aircraft had been challenged, but it might have been the closest call yet. The big question now is stealth still enough? The F-35 was designed for a world of conventional threats, but warfare is changing.
Chip sensors, infrared seekers, AI guided drones.
These are emerging threats that can bypass traditional defenses. Iran might not be able to take one down today, but with partners like Russia and China, they're learning fast. And when even a rebel group can nearly down a stealth fighter, it's clear the battlefield is evolving faster than ever. Now, even though Operation Rider Rough officially ended weeks ago, the region is far from quiet. In fact, the US and its allies are still maintaining a strong military presence across the Red Sea, the Gulf of Aden, and surrounding airspace. The USS Dwight D.R. Eisenhower, a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier, remains deployed in the area, supported by guided missile destroyers like the USS Gravely and the USS Leon. These ships are equipped with Aegis missile systems capable of intercepting drones and incoming ballistic threats in real time. From the decks of the Eisenhower, FA-18 Super Hornets continue to conduct routine patrols in intelligence flights. They're supported by EA-18G Growlers for electronic warfare and E-2D Hawkeyes for early warning and radar coverage over the region. In the skies, U.S. Air Force assets remain active as well. KC-135 tankers, RQ-4 Global Hawks, and P-8 Poseidons are operating out of bases in Djibouti, Saudi Arabia, and even CIT, extending surveillance and strike capability across the entire theater. Allied forces have also stepped up. The UK Royal Navy has deployed Type 45 destroyers, while the French Navy continues to contribute with frigates and maritime patrol aircraft. Together, they form a multinational shield over one of the world's most critical shipping lanes. So, while the headlines may have moved on, the front line hasn't gone anywhere. The jets are still flying, the radars are still spinning, and the Red Sea remains one misstep away from a full-scale escalation. The F-35 is still unmatched in capability, but it's not invincible. And as this story shows, dominance doesn't mean immunity. So, what do you think? Should the US invest more in stealth or shift focus to newer technologies like drone swarms and electronic warfare? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the future of warfare. Thanks for watching.